Was a quite difficult vintage, in fact, with a start of season which was dry, very easy, let's say. And then we had, in the second part, in summer especially, a very difficult summer with a lot of rain, a cool summer, and which developed a few diseases, and it was complicated. You know, dilution was, I think, the most important fact of 2014. So you really had to work your soil, you really had to be very careful on your yields, you really had to make very important work in the vineyards. I think this is the key to this vintage. Work in the vineyards and really peak when it's ripe. I think at harvest time we had a beautiful September, which was almost more beautiful than August and July. So it was a summer in September. And you really had to select, to sort the grapes and to choose the right date for picking. And the right dates for me this year were very late. We picked very late. We waited a long time to have as much ripeness, as much aromatics as we could. Because in those kind of years, with a little bit too much water in summer, you can lack a little bit of aromatics. So a complex year, a lot of work in the vineyards, all the season, during the season, and also a lot of decision to make at harvest time. And then the wines had to be aged, and that's what the decision we took, and I took at Roederer, is to let the wines a long time on lees, much longer than usual, to really build their body. And in the end, it worked quite well. I was not very optimistic of the quality in September. And today, I'm really happy with the wines. Blending, of course, did the right job. We really selected the right parcels, the right blocks. And in the end, we will have vintage 2014. It is a wine of a lot of texture, a very textural wine with freshness at the same time and a lot of elegance. So we are very happy. We made Cristal, we made a vintage, we made a Rosé vintage, we make a Blanc de Blanc as well. So we make all the wines of Roederer. And 2014, today, is for me a good vintage, but you had to work very hard in the vineyards again and also in the winemaking. So it's a year which all the know-how, all the expertise, all the dedication to the vineyards and also to the wine is key to the result. And at Roederer, of course, we are lucky because most of our vineyards are located on chalk. And pure chalk is very important in a wet year where clay can be a little bit of a problem with water. And with chalk, you have a good drainage, and in the end, you have less dilution. So I think we were very lucky to have those beautiful chalky soils, which helped us to make a good 2014 wine.